We're joined with the head coach of the Jamaica senior men's national team, Coach Steve McClaren. Firstly, Coach, it is an exciting summer that lies ahead for Jamaica. How much are you looking forward to it with all the activity that we have?
Yeah, I think the Unity Cup was mentioned a couple of months ago, and we've always been excited to bring Jamaica to the UK and to have a camp there. And it seemed the perfect opportunity to do that. It might come at a bad time, end of the season, Premier League is still underway, playoffs, etc., etc. But I'm looking forward to putting a Jamaica squad together that yeah, our many supporters in the UK will look forward to getting close to, and be able to watch it at close hand. And we want to do some things in which I think it's important that we don't just connect with the supporters in Jamaica, but the diaspora around the world and especially in the UK.
Yeah, just briefly on that, Gaffer, as somebody that has lived the vast majority of his life in the UK, you can just speak briefly about the Jamaican diaspora that lies within the UK, the north, the south, all over, really.
Everywhere. It's unbelievable. When I first joined, I had a friend of mine, and I said, "Look, just go out there and search." Obviously, Heimer had done his homework and searched those with dual nationality and could play for Jamaica, and I wanted to expand that even further. He did that, 60 or 70 names. It was unbelievable, and the more I've travelled around the UK to watch Jamaican players. Um, I've known that the support is there, the interest is there, and the amount of people who have that dual nationality is unbelievable. And as I say, they've never, majority of them will have never seen, Jamaica play at close hand, and now they've got the opportunity. So we're excited about that, and can't wait.
And as you know, following that, we have the World Cup qualifiers and, of course, the Gold Cup. How has preparation been going for you and the technical staff as well?
Yeah, I think. But it's going to be a busy summer. You talked about that. Three camps. First the Unity Cup, then World Cup qualifiers, and then Gold Cup. So we're shuffling the players around a little bit because obviously Premier League plays Saudi Arabia, and MLS won't be able to take part in the Unity Cup because they don't finish till late. They'll be a part of the World Cup qualifiers and the Gold Cup. So we're looking at, a provisional squad of about 50 players at the present moment. And then obviously, the closer we get to having to name a squad, we will do that first for the Unity Cup, then for the World Cup qualifiers. And hopefully that squad will be, strong enough to take us through to the Gold Cup.
Of course, last night we would have seen the draw for the Gold Cup. Just would like to get your reaction to it, how everything panned out, and of course your excitement with this tournament ahead.
First and foremost, the excitement of the tournament. I've heard a lot about the Gold Cup. I can't wait to experience that. Other players have, but myself and the majority of the UK staff, we won't have experienced it. So that's a new one for me. I look forward to that. The draw, was looking forward to the draw, and yeah. And one thing I've learned in since taking the job in the Caribbean, there is no easy games, and we don't expect an easy game. The 16 teams that got through, we looked at them all and went, well, there's not one you could say, well, we'll pick and that will be easy, or that one's okay, or because they're all difficult. So we are in the group we're in. It's Guadeloupe, French colony, uh, players from France, Turkey, Germany. Good players. First and second division, their leagues, so good players. And there'll be a surprise package. I know that I've seen a little bit of them Guatemala, obviously, we're playing them in the World Cup qualifiers, so we're in preparation for that, and we'll learn a lot more uh, after the World Cup qualifier. And of course, the favourites for the group, Panama, who I watched even before we played the USA, and I thought, wow, geez, these are a good team. And then they go and beat USA, I think, in the third place playoff in the Nations League. So, yeah, not easy. And as I said, there's not an easy game in this competition, in this region, in CONCACAF. So, yeah, we expect a tough time, but whatever you do to progress, you've got to beat the best teams.
I mean, you've had experience of being at international tournaments, 2002, 2006. Can you say, how much it helps being together with the players 3, 4 weeks versus the FIFA window 8 to 10 days? Will that be a positive for Jamaica being together for such a long time?
I think it's a great point, Simon. And I think you're absolutely right that the majority of the times we've had players, 8 to 10 days, 2 games, very little, probably 4 sessions each camp in which to put our philosophy over. And this is an opportunity where we can get the players together for a lot longer, embed our principles, get a way of playing, nail that down. Because of international football, you don't get them often. Keep it simple, which we aim to do, and trying to get some rhythm and momentum from Unity Cup, World Cup qualifiers, going into the Gold Cup, and then hopefully qualifying and for the September, October, November camps. And the goal from the beginning has always been World Cup qualification. So, whatever happens, Unity Cup, World Cup qualifiers, Gold Cup, the aim and the focus, and our North Star, shall we call it, that we're continuously looking at, is World Cup qualification. There will be bumps and bruises on the way, disappointments, but it's a journey. It's going to be difficult, but one in which we're confident we've got a chance of getting there.
And finally, coach, what is the plan between now and, of course, May when all the camps will come together? What would you say is the plan between now and then?
I mean, really, three things. One, as usual, watching players. That's the most important thing. Making sure players are in form, actually playing, coming back from injuries. There's quite a few of them. Greg Lee, Casey Palmer at the present moment also doing that. Antonio, who's progressing well. So looking at players, recruitment, and this is where we've really got to push now. We've been pushing a lot. And we've got quite a few who are getting close, and we need to push that through. So we've got them available for the summer and plan for the 3 camps, at least 7 games. So we've got to make sure that we plan properly. Everything's logistically correct, hotels, training facilities, picking of the squads, and just making sure that, yeah, we're ready. And it's a short time from now until it will come quick. But once it's going, we've got to be so organised, so on the ball that it runs smoothly and hopefully performances and results follow.